Hello everyone, my name is Incoherence, and welcome back to the Grand Campaign Retrofit Hotseat. It is currently turn number 11. Now I don't have a lot of time to record this, so I've got this planned out. Hopefully it won't take long at all. Anyway, let's jump right in. First off, we have a huge amount of notifications. Well, I say a huge amount, it's only about 4 or 5, bunch of messages. That's really what it is. It's a massive amount of messages. I've got owls or ravens of messages, depending on your fantasy of choice. And they're just flying through the windows. I've got one from the Holy Roman Empire. I've got one from France. I've got one from Scotland and one from England. They are from across the fucking globe. Anyway, as I said, we will try to speed through this. I'm gonna blow all of my money as if I was a cocaine addict in Las Vegas. Does that make any sense? Would you have to go to Las Vegas to blow all your money? Or could you? No, you would just be like in the streets of Baltimore or something. You would just be under an underpass, shooting up. Did I say heroin or crack cocaine? I can't remember. Anyway, we built a castle in Granada. We are now going to build a land clearance in Marrakesh. We're gonna fly over to Lisbon, just a direct flight to Lisbon, no layover at all. We are going to pump the taxes up twice. There we go. And we are going to recruit one spear militia. There we are. And once we've done that, we can once again take a direct flight to Toledo, build a caravan stop, which increases trade by quite a bit. Let me show you. 318. So that will increase trade by 200 coins and also increase our population growth by an entire percentage point, which is pretty good. That's pretty good. Now we can head to Lyon, and we will build 2 units of spears, militia, spear militia, and town militia. They're all militia. Let's be honest. There we go. Lyon, Lyoncoeur, and now that we've done that, we can move our Sultan, who is still on the jihad, all the way to our border with France, our new border, as we have just destroyed Spain. And there we go. We are at 9 gold coins. We cannot do a single thing more financially. I mean, I suppose we could buy some bread for some paupers, or that crack addict under the underpass in Baltimore. Now here's the thing. If you were to buy a loaf of rye bread and hand it out to drug addicts, do you think they would be appreciative? Or would they rather take that dollar, I don't know, 89, whatever a fucking loaf of, actually no, a loaf of rye bread where I live would be like 3 or 4 Canadian dollars. It's not cheap. It's not a cheap bread. Anyway, I'm getting off track here. I'm trying to be quick, and I'm talking about fucking rye bread. So what we'll do is we'll get a message from our sponsor. No, I'm just kidding. We're not being sponsored by the Holy Romans, and in fact, this message comes with mixed tidings. The Holy Romans have been taken over by a new player by the name of Barry Knight. The old player, I believe it was Drassier, had to drop out due to time issues. And so Barry Knight is extending an olive branch. Basically, they are hoping that we will march against the Milanese, because the Milanese and the Venetians actually are at war with the Holy Romans. So they're asking for us to, I guess, I don't know, they say join the march. I mean, it's a long fucking march. Look at this. It'd be quite a few turns to march along the coast to Milan. We could sail. I'm fairly certain they have a massive fleet of, like, I don't know, 900 ships just sitting in the coast here, just waiting to sink me if I were to sail. So that is why this is a mixed message. I enjoy that the Holy Romans, want to be friends, but it comes with strings, and those strings are that they want us to attack Milan, which we can't do. So you can read this at your own leisure. To the great Sultan Miswar, if it is still Miswar. It is not Miswar, unfortunately. It is in fact, oh no, it is Miswar, my mistake. How did I fuck that up? How can I not remember who my sultans are? So it is Sultan Miswar, yes. They're happy we won, and they want us to march on Milan. Perhaps it will bring greater peace and prosperity between 2 different cultures and end the bloodshed between our religions once and for all. No. There's no way that's going to happen. Anyway, we're going to send a quick message to the Holy Romans. I have no idea who the Roman emperor is at this point, so I'm just going to say, to the great emperor in the west. He is unnamed. I don't know what his fucking name is. Unfortunately, oh god, if only I could type unfortunately. Jesus, unfortunately, we cannot join your call to war at this time, and find it uncouth that this is our first interaction. What would the Moors get if we were to march? Perhaps approach us with a humbler tongue. There we are. May your days, would you want your days to be long? What is it, summer? May your crops wither in their fields. No, we have to soften that. We can't just say, I hope your people starve. I mean, this is quite acidic, this message. I feel like I need to dull the edge a bit. We would, of course, be happy to... Oh god, this is always probably the dullest part to watch, I have to admit. We would, of course, be happy to extend the hand of friendship, but let it not be accompanied with the sword. May your days be cool and your nights, oh boy, and may your days be cool and your stalks of wheat tall. May your days be cool and your, would they have, and your ale even cooler. Sultan Miswar. Okay, you know what? That's an okay message. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay, so we've talked to the Holy Romans. We will, of course, not be marching on Milan. There is no reason for us to march on Milan right now, except for the fact that the Holy Romans are being double-teamed, triple-teamed, actually, by the Nordic German Alliance, the Byzantine Empire 2.0, as well as the Milanese. So they're fighting a three-front war right now, and if they were to collapse, that would, of course, strengthen Milan, strengthen Venice, and that is not great for me because there's really only one way out from there, and it is to the west. So that's either through me or through France, and they're not going to go through France. Path of least resistance, if you know what I mean. So perhaps, I mean, it would be in our best interest to intervene, but the problem is if I were to march on Milan, then I would end up marching on Sicily. And then, of course, although we have allied France, I'm still not sure as to how our relations are. I'm trying to negotiate for Pamplona and Zaragoza, move the border to the Pyrenees Mountains, but he's not moving. He's not budging on that. Here's the thing. He is saying, that is Total War fan, that's the player playing France, he's saying that if I were to take Pamplona and Zaragoza, I would be perhaps too powerful. I mean, which would be true. He has no reason to give me those territories. Let's see. Territorial ranking, I'm at 8, he is at just below 16, so I have half the territories he does. If he were to give me 2, I would then be at 10, he would be at, what, 12, 14? It is not in his best interest to give these up. But I really wish he would. Anyway, moving on, I need to move some units around. So we're going to grab Crown Prince Ayub, move him to Valencia, and in fact, we're going to move this fleet up a little bit. While we're on fleets, I'm going to grab these guys and move them to Marrakesh. There we are. Now I want to... so, I've spoken to Sicily as well. That's Captain Invisible, the player of Sicily. He will not budge on the jihad target either. What I had done is I'd proposed a sort of, I guess it would be like a safe passage is what it would be. So I proposed that Miswar plus a few other units would sail, and he would relinquish Tripoli, and then I would capture it, and then I would leave. Of course, he has no reason to trust that I would leave, except for the fact that I would then be leaving my Sultan and like 4 units, not even that, like my Sultan and 2 units inside the city. I could have just, I could have sent my Sultan on his own to capture the city, but he was suggesting that I hand over Algiers, shit like that. So it was not going to happen, so I've just decided, you know what? Fuck it. Sicily is not going to play ball on as far as the jihad target goes, so I'm just going to have to suffer this attrition, which kind of sucks because these are... I've got quite a few units here. The only units I'm really sad about, that I'm worried about losing, are these desert archers, because they're actually really hard to get right now. I don't think I can recruit them anywhere, in fact. Not even Toledo. Oh no, I can recruit them in Toledo, so that's not a huge problem. Okay, never mind. I take it back. It's not a huge deal. Anyway, I do need to garrison Toledo for when those units disband, so I'm just going to move all of these units forward, those archers, etc. Yaya Chiba is going to chill in Cordoba, because I think he increases tax revenue. Not really. Not really, but would it be better to send him to Lisbon?
As my Sultan wills.
I'm gonna say so. Let's see, what is Lisbon at right now? Unrest, religious unrest. Yeah, perhaps. We're gonna send Yaya Chiba to Lisbon, and in fact, he's gonna get married on the road. Look at this. He's been betrothed to Umu Uakili, and they're gonna get married. Oh man, on this bridge in the hinterlands, in the hilly terrain, the foothills of Lisbon.
As my Sultan wills.
Very bizarre, very bizarre. It was a beautiful ceremony. The bride and groom actually crossed over the river, and it was very symbolic. It was like moving from one point in your life to another point in your life. That is the bachelor life, aka the best life, to your married life. We're not doing so bad in the rankings. We're kind of climbing. We're 5th overall, which is kind of amazing considering how the campaign started. But we really need to work on our military and our finance, which kind of are at odds. Financial ranking, we have gone up, actually. I think militarily we have gone down a bit because I've disbanded some units, but that's just fine. I kind of want to take it easy for a few turns because I've literally been at war since the start of the campaign, so I maybe want to focus on my economy right now. Now, a lot of people have left messages and comments saying that I should head to Timbuktu, etc., whatever the hell is down here, but in actual fact, my ships are not able to, I don't think they are able to penetrate into this fog of war. So that would be my recommended path to get down to these cities would be via the sea, because obviously, as we've seen with our merchants, it takes a million years. It takes, like, the life... What am I trying to say? The lifespan of a red dwarf star to get across these deserts. But that would take some testing. Maybe I'll do that off camera after this. Anyway, I'm basically saying that I might not be able to get down here unless I have proper ships. It remains to be seen. Okay, so we've moved our units from Cordoba. We're going to grab these 2 guys, send them to Toledo. We are going to grab Qasim and these Desert Cav, move them to that spot. We want to grab these 2 Desert Cav, move them to Qasim, and these 2 units led by Captain Azzedine will also meet up with Qasim. So now we've got this huge cavalry force. But, you know what would be even better? If we were to add all of these infantry. I'm not too concerned about these guys, because they are, in fact, going to disband. So I don't really care too much if they take casualties. And, you know what? I think it's time for another message. I'm trying to space these out, so it's not really boring. Last turn, we proposed an open alliance, a public alliance with France, because I'm trying to suss out his intentions. He had mentioned in one of his videos that he is no longer fighting the war with England, so he was going to focus his efforts on Iberia. And by Iberia, he of course meant Spain, but since I've taken care of Spain, you have to wonder, what is he going to do with all these units on the border? I mean, look at this. He's got Prince Louis, his faction heir. He's got 2 generals here, 2 family members, and then the rest of this is cavalry. So this is quite a force that we have to keep our eye on. Basically, I'm just saying I'm still suspect about France. And if he were to give me these 2 territories, I would be much more willing to trust him. But right now, I just do not trust him because he has not budged an inch on these 2 territories, and he still has a lot of military around Pamplona and Zaragoza. So it's just like, what are you gonna do, France? What are you gonna do? So, hey, more Sultanate. I have accepted the alliance proposal for TW Fan. Good luck, X Dagger. I suppose X Dagger must have subbed for TW Fan, Total War Fan, last turn. We have another message from the Kingdom of Alba. For a second, I thought that was Abba, the Kingdom of the Dancing Queen. Okay, Sultan of the Moorish Caliphate. We would like to know where we stand with you. You have just defeated your last Iberian enemy. Yep, and they're saying England is about to go down. This is Scotland, by the way. I don't know if that was clear. We are both allied to France, but not to each other. Okay, so basically they want to have an alliance, a 3-way alliance with France, and that makes sense to me. Here is the diplomat. Let's respond. Diplomacy. Kingdom of Alba. Dear, to the Highland Lords. Sure, why not? We would be grateful for your friendship. May we suggest that we trade as well? I hear your haggis is something to experience, surely. Send over your man, and we shall receive him. Receive him with a flagon, a jar of wine. May your days be cool, and your nights clear. Sure. Sultan Miswa. Wonderful. Boom. Alright, so that's another message. I think it's about time that we fight a battle here. I just want to clean up some of these rebel armies and just pump up my economy, really, so that we can... I just kind of want to sit back and see how this whole Holy Roman thing is going to turn out, how this whole Turkish thing is going to turn out. I don't really know what's going on with the Turks right now. Looks like Constantinople has turned rebel. Maybe they're beginning to lose steam. Let's see. Faction rankings. Turks. Oh boy. Military ranking has dropped quite a bit. How about Hungary? They're still quite low. Production, territory. Okay, they're actually losing. They've lost a lot of territory. 4 territories in almost as many turns. Finances are going up. Population way down. Holy shit. They've actually been overtaken by France. Who is... Okay, France is the top faction right now. That's a little bit worrying. What is this? It's probably Poland, Venice, Egypt. Egypt has kind of not really done a lot this whole campaign. Where are we again? No, we're still 5th. So France, the Turks, Venice, Egypt. Okay, so apparently we're doing quite well. But as I said, I want to work on the economy a little bit. I sound like, I don't know, George W. Bush or something. Or maybe even Trump. Perhaps I'm Donald Trump. All right, what do we want to do? We'll fight this battle. Holy shit, I'm losing my train of thought. I'm thinking about Trump and his freaky ass hair. Okay, so we've got 1,100 men, 1,200 nearly, against the former, is this the King of Spain? I can't quite remember. I think this is definitely the King of Spain, who will finally be meeting his end, or at the very least, he was a Lord of Spain. Let's just say that. All right, we'll jump into the battle map here. I'm hoping that this goes quite well. We have a lot of units to skirmish with, and that is wonderful. Just wonderful. When we get back, we'll move all of our agents. We'll deal with our final message from Egypt, and I think that's about it. That's really all we need to do. We spent our money, our mad money, and maybe we need to disband some units, I'm not sure. Okay, we're gonna put our archers out front, get a solid line of spears, 4 ranks, sure. Get our infantry into a line, something like that. We'll get our desert cav also into a line. Damn, that's quite a lot of cavalry, holy shit. Ah, man, the Moors, their entire roster is cav. It's crazy. It's going to be incredibly difficult as this this campaign goes on to actually get proper infantry. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Okay, so we're going to move our desert cav way to the flank here. Perhaps all 5 units? No, we'll cross with these 2. Get these 3 over here. We want our archers to take care of those Jeanettes as they're missile cav, and then we'll have to protect those archers with the rest of our infantry. We'll skirmish the enemy cav with our missile units, missile cav, of course. We need to disrupt these peasant crossbows because they're gonna fuck our shit up big time. We want these spears, something like that. Yep. Get our infantry. Yep. Okay. Where is our cav? Right here. Who are we firing at? That's a little close. Holy shit. They're gonna charge any minute now. We need to peel off here. Not like that. Jeez, that was like the worst way you could have gone. Oh boy. Somehow I have to micro like 5 units of missile cav. It's holy shit. Did we just melt away? Oh no, no. I thought we destroyed those knights, but not particularly. What is this? Oh, it's oh no, it's Qasim. Holy shit. How did I fuck that up? Oh good god. Oh no.
Victory is well within our grasp.
Oh jeez. Oh look at this. We've got these knights running the gamut. The gauntlet would be a better term. Okay, can we catch out these knights? Perhaps? We have done. Okay, well now all of my infantry is going to chase off their archers. We've just taken care of their Jeanettes. We've been charged in the rear. Lovely. Try not to lose too many of these men. Okay, let's see. Our spearmen are not doing so hot. Where is Qasim? Here he is. Get out. Get out! Please! Oh man, we cannot get disengaged from these mailed knights at all. It's ridiculous. Okay, but it looks like Qasim has actually broken free. Freddie Mercury would be very pleased to hear that. As we all know, he wants to break free. Okay, we've taken care of Alfonso. Holy shit, we just showered some arrows into those knights as they charged our spearmen, and they broke. Okay, we fucking won that battle. Holy shit. And we made it out. We actually lost a lot of cavalry to the single unit of mailed knights because I was not able to micro them hard enough. That's unfortunate. But at the very least, we can tear down the remainder of the army so that it has melted away on the campaign map. That would be lovely. We'll charge these General's Bodyguard. What else is left? Crossbows, mailed knights. Nothing to speak of. What the hell are these guys doing? For the love of God. Or rather, for the love of Allah. Okay, there we go. And I think that's definitely it. Okay.
Victory is ours.
Well, we lost 130 men.
Victory, both righteous and well deserved. It cannot be said
Okay, we
otherwise.
healed quite a few casualties in our desert cav. I think what I want to do is I will combine all of my units and disband whatever is weak. And then, yeah, that should be good. We'll move our spies.
Long live the warriors of
And
Islam!
we'll deal with that message. Okay, Kasim has routed that army, and he feels appreciated. Wow. Wow, Kasim, you feel appreciated. I'm so happy for you. Okay, we'll take care of these guys. Boom. Got 4 units of Desert Cav, plus these 2, which will inevitably be retrained. These guys can move back to Toledo. There we are. I suppose we can deal with Captain Johan next turn. Captain Rui, we can't deal with. I don't know when. We'll get to that. Alright, let's move our spies. So, I don't really have any missions for these guys. As I said, I'm trying to keep it on the down low for a few turns here. Let's move Hassan to Paris, perhaps. Kerry of Morocco can go to Milan. Let's see. Luqman of Granada can go to Rennes. Abdullah of Iran. Well, he can keep an eye on the French front, I suppose. And then finally we have a spy in Lisbon. Let's move him to Valencia. He can just chill there for now. Okay, we have to move our merchants as well. So, Smail Couch is very nearly ready to trade some slaves. Next turn, he'll get on top of that. We've got I almost said slave. We've got a merchant in Marrakesh who's going to try to trade some ivory eventually, and then Haddad al-Isbili will try to trade some gold in about 10 turns. There we go. We married Yahya Chiba. I guess we have to just speak to Egypt now. Okay, greetings. I am the new pharaoh of Egypt. Pixelated is dead. Okay, so another guy has also subbed in. Gamersville 101 is now playing as Egypt. Pixelated Apollo dropped out also due to time constraints or something like that. And he says, I am the boss now, and I want to say I won't make this mistake. And I won't make his mistakes. Join me in alliance to rid the scum of Europe out of our lands from Tripoli, and I will aid you in your advance into Italia. Huh, okay, well, I kind of forgot about that message, to be honest. To the, would it be the Fatimid? Sure, to the Fatimid Caliphate of Egypt. I don't really, it may be the, I'm gonna say it's the Fatimids in Egypt. I'm not entirely sure. To the Fatimid Caliphate of Egypt. We have triumphed in Iberia. We stand alone, assigned from a force of Frenchmen. We would be pleased to hear of your plans. It sounds like he intends, man, stuttering a bit. It sounds like he intends to advance on Tripoli, and if he were to do that, I would be interested to hear what his plans are. Because, of course, I want to complete the jihad objective, but I don't want to wipe Sicily out. Sicily and I have been on good terms. I just want to end the jihad without losing my units, if at all possible. And if Egypt is willing to help me accomplish that, perhaps by conquering it himself, or he and I can negotiate with Sicily as an alliance, that would be awesome. For Tripoli, it is of great concern to all of the Islamic faith. May your nights be cool. May your days be cool and your nights clear. Sultan Miswar. There we are. Boom. Alright, so in summation, we've built a bunch of buildings in Iberia. We've recruited in Lisbon and Lyon just to garrison those cities. Excuse me, I had a little bit of a Hiccup there, Jesus. Okay, we have also moved some units to Toledo. We're going to take out some rebel armies before we move on to our next target. Not that we have a target at the moment. We've moved our ships. These guys can sit in the port of Toledo. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it, everyone. So I'm going to say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I can't quite put my finger on it. If you have any ideas what it is, be sure to leave a comment. Be sure to leave a like as well, if you, of course, did like it. We're going to end it here. And when we come back, of course, it'll be turn number 11, and it will probably be 2 months from now, because this hot seat is excruciatingly slow. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. My name is Incoherence, and I will be passing this on to Cosmic Conqueror, who's, of course, playing as the Turks. Thank you for watching, everyone. I will see you all later.